Ladies and gents and ladies, let's look at today's price action. Okay, so here is the first 1 minute candle of New York. We had taken out a 4 hour regular trading hour high prior to the open. Had that big number come out, giving the impression that we're just going to the moon. They often like to do that. First minute candle told the tale. It's a big one. 67, 80 points. And so we make that big candle. The next one just barely takes out the high of it. And then we come and we start offering lower, below it, try to push up one more time, fail, and pull away with a series of fair value gaps. Once more, we try to push up. I did get short in here and somehow lost my nerve somewhere around here and killed it. But we did offer, I think this was the halfway point of the gap, so I killed it at half the gap. We did offer down below this 4 hour regular trading hour low, giving the impression that we may take this one, but we didn't. And then we put up a decent reversal pattern. It wasn't like, it didn't say wow to me, but this is our last up close candle before the run down, the lowest point. And we did trickle up, come back down, not an impressive push down, and then we ripped higher for a minute, kind of ranged here a little while. This push down right here was actually convincing enough to me that we could at least get back to the top of the range. I was thinking these two relative equal highs where we're dancing now was the target, and so I did get in and along there, and I was hoping we were going back to the open, but when we got here and stalled out, I just went ahead and took the trade off. We made a little bit there. Now let's look at Bitcoin. Oops, I put two M's. M, B, T. There we go. Price action looks similar. I never knew they ran so similar, but they do. Okay, so Bitcoin opened with a gap down, and it made no attempt to fill it. This is only regular trading hours I'm showing you here. This is the first 1 minute candle here. We pushed up above it and then pulled down below with a couple of fair value gaps, even a volume imbalance, giving the impression that we are falling out of bed. And I did have a level mark down here where I thought we might trade to. We had a gap here from a previous day. If you look at the bigger time frame, you can see it. Right there, I had that marked as the gap fill. And we traded right down to it. And I did let that move go. I didn't mess with it. My intention, I thought we would come here, fill this gap, and possibly go fill that gap. But we didn't quite make it to that gap, at least not yet. Still got a little bit of time left in the day, but we're pretty much done with the day. So my intention was to get long somewhere down around here. And I actually did probably a little. No, I did it right here. I got long right here when we popped here and then put up that little fair value gap. I went ahead and got long there. I put my stop below the low, and my first target, I like that wick right there on a 15-minute. I think that was a little volume imbalance there, and the high of that wick. So I actually aimed for right there on my reversal, and I had to endure a lot of chop. I mean, we pushed back down here a couple of times. I thought for sure it was going to go, but I stuck to my plan of not moving my stop and not killing the trade. If it was going to take me, it was going to take me, and I would have let it take, and it didn't. Thank goodness. But I was sure thinking about killing it. So it made it. I thought it might go all the way back up to here, but it got close. Didn't quite make it. It might still make it, but I mean we're 1 minute away from 3 o'clock, 2 minutes away from 3 o'clock, so it would have to do it in the post market if it's going to do it at all. All right, those are the two I wanted to show you today. That first 1 minute candle Man, that thing is doing some freaking work. That's nearly every day this week. And even the one that in Asia, that first minute, that's a telltale of what's about to happen. So mark those out. All right, that's it for me today. I don't want to keep them too long, so you can just get in there, look at your patterns, and start memorizing them dudes. I did not mark this, and I will real quick. This is the last up close candle right there for Bitcoin. So when we pushed back down here and then pulled back above it with that tiny little fair value gap, that's when I got in. And then I put my stop down below here. And with only one micro, that was like $80. I did go ahead and add when we came here and we started pulling away again. I did go ahead and add another one. I think I ended up, no, I only did two. Thought I might have put three on, but I think I only did two. And that was good for a couple $100. I mean, that's a decent move. So can't complain about that. $200 a day, copied across 5 accounts. Well,